who knows? So that's going to be an interesting bit about the next couple of days when we get back down to Charlotte, get back into base camp and find out what Steve Clarke has in mind for the Moroccan game.
I think if the game had gone differently, Daniel, and Scotland had racked up 3 goals, for instance, last night, there would have been such a positive. There's a positive feeling anyway, but we had such momentum and so much kind of strength behind this 4-4-2 and attacking the tournament. I think Steve Clarke would have been really tempted just to go with the 4-4-2 again against Morocco, knowing that you've got some goals in the bag if it does come down to goal difference in terms of getting through to the next stage. I do think just with the 1 goal last night and the slightly kind of below par performance, I think he'll look to change it in the next game. My gut feeling, look, we're only it's the morning after the night before, but my gut kind of immediate feeling is I think he'll probably look to bring like Kenny McLean into the midfield just to try and shore it up a wee bit, get Scott McTominay a bit further forward, playing off a striker. That might mean he has to sacrifice Shankland or Adams, but I think getting up against a team of Morocco's quality, I think every natural instinct within Steve Clarke, especially after the way the team performed last night, I think he'll look to maybe go back to a bit more pragmatic approach.
And some of our best performances against some of the bigger countries have been a kind of 2 men sitting at the base of the midfield. So you go Kenny McLean, Lewis Ferguson, and that has allowed Steve Clarke previously to say to McTominay, you go a little bit wide to the right, John McGinn a little bit wide to the left, and coming inside from outside. And we've seen, some brilliant. I think it was Denmark away we set up like that. I was at Norway, but that's a system he's used before, and it's worked. And that might allow then McTominay and McGinn to play nearer in and around about a central striker. So he's certainly, and that is the beauty of this squad. He's got such a talented group of players who've been together for such a long time that if he says tomorrow, right, we're switching, we're going to do this, they all know what's expected of them. They all know the system. So yeah, interesting.
And the beauty of it is having somebody like Gannon Doak, these electric pace, it gives you more of a threat on the counter. A lot of the time when we played, but 4-5-1.
Gannon Doak wasn't making my team there if you're putting Kenny McLean in.
You're still playing with 2 strikers?
No, you're right. It is. but yeah, kind of almost like a free role.
For McTominay? No, I'd give McTominay. I think McTominay's so good. He gets a free role. Gannon Doak and McGinn can still play wide, but that having the 2 sitters just allows you to say to McTominay, look, go and try and get a hold of the ball. Go and try and influence it. Get in touch with the striker. But that's my point. But when we've played that kind of system in the past, before we had Gannon Doak, we always struggled for
my worry, Scott, is that Steve Clarke gave a very curious answer when asked about Gannon Doak's performance. To me, I thought Gannon Doak was, if not our best player, then one of our best 2 players on the pitch.
I thought that.
He was asked a question about Lewis Ferguson and Gannon Doak. I think the question was, you must be delighted with the contributions that the pair of them made. And the answer was, well, you're right about Lewis Ferguson. He was exceptional.
Yeah.
And the inference from that is you're absolutely wrong about Gannon Doak. And he actually went on to say the guy, Gannon Doak, had a tough time. Ben had a tough time up against his fullback. Boy played very well against him. So he was to me, he was like, what are you doing? What's the motivation here? Because Steve Clarke is full of the mind games. So is he trying to get something extra from Gannon Doak in the next game? Is he not happy with him? Because there is a feeling, and it's like unseen by us. We don't know what's expected of people off the ball. I just wonder if he feels that Ben Gannon Doak didn't pull his weight last night in terms of offering protection to Aaron Hickey, who was exposed at times in the first half.
Yep.
And if he's not doing that, Steve Clarke won't be slow in telling him. And I wonder if you said that Andy Robertson said something pretty similar in the mix zone. You wonder if the players are looking, going, "Wee man, we love you, but you're going to have to work harder. You're going to have to do your work for the team before you start doing your work for yourself." I wonder if that is it.
You might be right. All I would say about that is And look, he's still a young player, so of course he's still learning the game. And I think he does listen to the older players, and maybe he does have to do more off the ball. I tell you what, Jack, if I'm one of those players
I
playing
love
a
it.
game like that, I'm loving Gannon.
Yeah.